Now, extreme weather conditions have been experienced across the country, leaving some wondering and many sweating. We are joined by the Chief Forecaster at the Met Services Department, James Ngoma, to explain to us the high temperatures that have swept across the country. James, good evening. Thank you for joining us here on News Plus. Now, just quickly, what could be the cause of such high temperatures?
Thank you very much for that question. You can note that the past few days have been having this increase in temperatures across board, and the actual impact is that there is increase in humidity across board, and this is because of influence of moisture advecting into the country from Botswana, which gave us a few isolated thunder showers over the western borders. That's Matabeleland South into parts of Matabeleland North, recording a few isolated thunder showers as of this afternoon. But however, we're expecting more moisture to drift into the south, and this should cause a bit of compression, so we expect more humid conditions to follow and suit.
Now, James, South Africa is experiencing a cold front that ultimately reached most of Matabeleland and Masvingo province last week. Is this likely to spread across the country?
From our current forecast, we're projecting that these same cooling conditions that we experienced over the southern parts of South Africa should drift into the southeastern parts of the country as we get into tomorrow, giving us cloudy conditions over Matabeleland South, Masvingo, as well as Manicaland provinces. Because of that, we should expect cooling conditions over those southern areas. To the north, we're expecting just a light breeze, causing us slight decrease in temperatures as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, with these cloudy conditions persisting over the southern areas, covering Matabeleland North, Masvingo, as well as Manicaland. A few rain showers can also be expected in these areas because of this moisture that is coming in from the south, and it should be cooler than of late, especially over these southern areas.
Now, James, the golden question is, when are the rains coming and how much should we be expecting?
That's an interesting question. This year we've had an interesting forecast because we're coming in from the El Nino phenomenon, which gave us the drought conditions that we experienced in the 2023-2024 season. For the 2024-25 season, we're expecting a slow onset of the rains, especially over much of the country, where we're projecting for October, November, and December below normal rainfall. And as we get into the months of November, December, and January, we're expecting normal to above normal rainfall. So it should be slightly wetter as we get ahead in the forecast, but on the onset, it should be far less than expected in terms of rainfall, in terms of the annual averages for particular areas. So, for instance, our main rainfall seasons offsets at the 1st of October, which is tomorrow, so we're expecting those projections of rain to start drifting in from the west, covering much of the Matabeleland provinces, but in terms of amounts, they should be generally lighter than what we expect during
Konapo Ipapo by ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.